Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Whatever the Want podcast, where I, host Gabby, gets to talk about whatever the I want. And today I have a very, very special guest. Today's guest is Brie.
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast, Brie.
Thank you. We literally sat at a restaurant yesterday for like 3 hours and they were like, you guys can leave at any moment.
Oh my gosh. It was so, they were like, are y'all okay? Are y'all good? Like literally every like 20
Constantly.
minutes, and we were there
No
for
rush,
hours.
but like, are you guys okay?
Literally
Yeah,
there
we're
for
fine.
hours. And like, you can keep on talking, and we were like, oh my god, they know our whole life story.
Literally. It's like we never stop either. Like we take no breaks.
Yeah.
Ever. Like it's just like we'll keep finding the next conversation and just keep yapping. Finding it. Like on road trips, dude, we never stop. Ever. We went on a road trip with a whole bunch of friends last year. Or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're probably like, can y'all shut the fuck up? Like
we can't help it though.
Like, turn the music up. Shut up.
I can't hear the song.
Ever. But we were in the front seat, so it's like we had to.
I know.
We had to talk.
Then it keeps you up too.
Exactly.
So now we're enjoying our breakfast. We got some homemade bagels that I made. And then I made like a protein smoothie.
Super good. I've never had cottage cheese before, so this is really yummy and exciting.
Mm-hmm. It is really good.
And the homemade bagels, I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have jalapeno cheese in them. And I was so like worried that they wouldn't turn out fine, but I feel like they turned out fine.
Is it your first time making bagels?
My second. But the dough wasn't rising. But I think it had already risen. And so I was like,
I think that's done.
Yeah, I didn't notice like a really big difference. I think it just rose at a different point in the process than it was supposed to. But I mean, it is what it is.
For not having bagels, what kind of bread are you having? What's your go-to? I'm a sourdough baddie.
I love sourdough. I love sourdough. It's so yummy. I want to make it. That's me with everything. But like, you gotta
everything from scratch.
Then you gotta like burp it. And I'm like,
come on, bread.
It's okay.
Come on, little bread.
You got this. My bread's a little gassy right now. I'm like, it's kind of a lot of work. It's literally like a baby.
It's true.
So I don't know.
Store-bought is good though.
Oh yeah.
For now, store-bought is good.
Yeah, or some people sell it on Marketplace. That's my line for everything.
Go on Marketplace to find things.
I'm such a millennial. Like Jill would be like, who has Facebook? And I'm like,
I go on Facebook to buy things though. Marketplace is like a gold mine.
Yeah. For sure. I think everybody needs access to it. Like it is a gold mine, like you said. Like you just got a film camera out of it, right?
I just got a film camera for $40, I think, for my boyfriend's birthday. So good.
So freaking
He's actually
awesome.
out taking pictures now. So.
Yeah, he's done. Which is his Instagram is Beto DTMF if you want to follow it. And he just got the
Minolta.
Yeah, and he got the pictures developed. And they turned out so good.
A whole bunch of rolls came back.
They turned out so good.
They came out really good.
I know, I'm obsessed. I've been like eyeing film cameras, but I have yet to like, you know,
actually
take on that hobby because I already do so many things that it's just like
what's
another
one more
one.
thing?
I know. And then at the airport, I'm there. I'm like, here's my laptop. Here's my iPad. Here's my camera.
Now here's my film camera.
Yeah.
Here's this camera. Here are my lights.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, they hate me at the airport.
Like, ma'am, please.
Yeah, they're like literally like.
Did you pay for all that?
Like,
that's an extra
security. Dude, one time at the airport, I was wearing my mask, so this was like probably like a little bit after COVID or whatever, and they told me that I needed to go to the family line because they thought the lady in front of me was my mom. And I was like, they're like, oh, ma'am, you and your daughter need to come to the family line. And I was like, we both looked at each other and I was like, I do not know this lady. I don't know this lady. And he was like, I thought that was your mom. And the line is for like 12 and under or something. And I was like, bro, how old do you think that?
Absolutely not.
I was like, this was just a couple years ago. So I was like, that's embarrassing.
Y'all thought that was my mom?
Like, you think I have a guardian? Like, that's insane. Like,
that must be so annoying though. Everywhere you go, people just thinking something like that.
I know. I do wonder that.
Sure.
That's what I feel like a lot of it is.
I feel like people usually think that.
No, literally. Does anything like weird like that happen to you?
Actually, this week I met all of my coworkers in person this week, and it was really funny because I got very mixed things. They all thought I could not legally drink. They literally thought I was under 21.
That's insane.
Which is, I never get that. I mean, I feel like I always get like 20 some way, never under 21. They're like, are you allowed to be drinking that? And I was like, excuse me. Yeah. But then I also found out that my team is way older than I thought they were. Right? Like my direct coworker, I thought she was my like 28 29.
Yeah.
She's actually 32.
Oh, wow.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of my team is actually upwards of 32, 33. And I was like, I did not know that. Like, because we're all like, you know, we're girlies. You know, it's like we kiki, we send TikToks.
Yeah.
I thought y'all were my age, you know, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're hip. And we have to be. We're the social media team. So I would hope that they're hip.
Yeah, literally. Like,
right.
they know the trends and stuff.
Exactly. Which is why they have that younger sense, right? It's because they're on trends and they're, you know, social.
I do feel like you have a youthfulness to you. But
in the work setting? Like, that's crazy.
I would assume that everybody's just over 21. I don't know why, like, especially like in your field and like in the position that you have, I wouldn't assume that you're like fresh out of college.
Right. Yeah. I didn't think so either. My old job, I actually got the opposite. People always thought I was way older than I was. Like, they really? Thought I was like 27, 28. Yeah.
Oh,
but I worked with
like
older
40.
people.
Like, like, hi, ma'am.
But at that time, I was out of college. So, you know, when I was fresh out of college, I was like 22. So it was strange that they always thought that. But they were older too. They were like upwards of 40, 50. So maybe that's why. But I'm code switching too. So like maybe I act younger here because I have younger coworkers and I have a younger job. You know what I mean? Like I have to be younger for social. We want a more Gen Z voice on social. So that's what I'm trying to do. At my older job, I wasn't, you know, trying to do that. I was trying to blend to them, right? Trying to talk to 40-year-olds.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, code switching is huge.
Oh my gosh. I don't like think about myself in like the professional setting because I just never really felt like myself at all. Oh my gosh. Real. And then
it's your fake self, right?
Yeah. And then at my old job, they were like, well, Gaby, you're basically like an influencer. And I was like, what? Like, how the fuck did you find my social media?
Because it recommends you to everyone, probably.
And I'm like, oh my, no, I don't know how they found me. I literally don't, because I literally have on my social media, like, no, you can't, don't share my phone number, don't share any data because I don't want people to find me.
Don't they still find a way? Because I hate when apps
do that. No, they still found a way.
Because you don't connect your phone number to it, you don't connect anything to it, and they're still recommending you to people.
Dude, oh my god.
Social media needs to stop that.
Whenever I first had gotten TikTok and it like automatically had all that stuff on, whenever I had like finally deleted Hinge and stuff, it was recommending me people that I had on Hinge that I had
their number saved, maybe?
I don't remember. I mean, probably actually it probably was their numbers. And I was like,
occasionally I'll get like a random person from high school and I'm like, please, no,
like not you. Of all people.
I feel like I have to delete all my contacts. Like,
no, literally. I actually haven't done that. I'm like a contact hoarder. I'm like, what if the person from the third grade like needs to call me? Yeah, and I need like that direct line.
Exactly. What if they become some big famous producer and they need me?
Dude, one time so back in the day you would call like a house phone. So I didn't really call like friends at all, but this was like my first time calling friends, and it was like a friend named Dalia, and I don't remember why I was calling her, but her mom like answered the phone and she's like, you better not ever call this house anymore, like you better like totally off on the phone, like, I don't know who you think you are, like calling this house. And I was like so I cried.
So end of the story, I cried.
And now maybe that's where my fear of calling people comes from, because
I remember it so vividly too.
I'm like, bro, she told me off.
For what?
Like, I don't know.
You're just a girl.
Like, I don't know. She probably thought I was like some weirdo. I don't know. She don't know nobody named Gaby. What are you talking about?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I know you're Pedro. Like, y'all here lying with that squeaky ass voice.
I'm like, who the hell is you?
I'm like, oh, so embarrassing. Have you had any like strange phone calls or anything like that?
I think so.
She asked as you take a bite.
All right. I think the annoying toll things are pissing me off though. Like the toll messages, are you getting those too? I think everybody in the country is getting them and the universe is getting them. They're starting to really make me mad because there's so many. I get like 10 every day.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Always unpaid tolls. I'm like, okay, sure. You think I'm going to listen to a text message just let me have unpaid tolls? Really?
Yeah.
Like scammers.
Like, I know I don't pay it.
Scammers, exactly. I already know what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not going to get paid. That and parking. No, I pay for my tolls. But parking is my hard, like, non-negotiable. Hard, I'd never pay for parking. Ever.
I, at UF, would park in, you know where, like Ben Hill Griffin is? Like, on the side, there was, like, that lawn. Just, like, this empty lawn.
On the Gator Walk?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, like a walk up to the stadium where people take their grad pictures? Yeah.
So have you seen people just like park there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would park there like literally every day to like walk to a class that was like near Chipotle, because I was like, oh, this is like the closest parking I could get because of all the other lots that are so strict.
I didn't know there was an official parking lot. Is it?
Well, it's not, but I park people just park on the grass, you know? Yeah. So people would make parking, especially for graduations. Everybody's always parked there. Yeah.
And pictures, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so people were always parked there like throughout the year. So I was like, I'm just going to park here. And so it literally wasn't until my last day of college where I get a fucking parking ticket there. And I was like, are you kidding me? My last day. I did this the entire semester.
And my last day.
And I did not pay for it.
Good.
But what worried me was that my line sister had done the same thing. Very similar at USF. Mm-hmm. And she basically wasn't sent her diploma until she paid her ticket. But thank God my diploma was sent to me prior to like that had like tried combating the ticket or whatever before the like sanction happened. But I'm like, yeah, so I probably have like pending charges at UF. But I mean, I got my diploma, so like I just don't need to like order my transcripts or stuff, or else I have to pay for that.
Actually crazy.
Yeah.
I have, I think, 4 active parking tickets when I graduated. When I graduated, because I never paid them. I literally had the worst anxiety on my graduation because in the back.
Oh,
yes. I was like, what if like right when I get up to stage, they're gonna put a blocker right there and say, "Ma'am, come with me." You have 4 pending investigations.
we have her here, guys.
We got her. Move. I get tackled to the ground.
Oh my god, imagine.
The camera like pans to me getting grabbed. The live stream.
I didn't actually get to do the live stream on stage. Did you?
All right. Like the
like you actually being.
I think it was a post-COVID thing.
Yeah. No, it used to be a thing even before it. Yeah, I got to see everybody do it, and it wasn't like for my graduation. They for some reason that year decided to have it on the football field, which was great. It was so much fun, you know. But they had like the big ceremony on the football field, and it was just like them telling you have your degree or whatever. And then they had like smaller ceremonies with each individual school. College, and I was like, I'm not gonna walk across this
That's
stage.
What the live stream was, right?
Yes, college. But I was like, and they only allowed you 4 tickets, and I'm like, I have to pick between like my siblings and people, and I'm like, there's just no point in me doing that. Yeah, so I didn't get to go on the big screen, but I was always like, what would I do? Have you seen people do a backflip and like fall on their ass?
Yeah, I love it. Kind of iconic.
I'm like, it's really like bold.
Iconic.
Maybe they intentionally missed, you know?
Because even if you fall, dude, like everybody's remembering you. You know what I mean? Like bad press is good press. Like everybody's gonna remember that fall, and you ate that. You know,
literally,
right? You ate shit. I love it though.
So embarrassing.
But no, I was strutting. I remember that. Strutting because I knew they didn't pull me aside for the parking tickets.
Yeah, you're like,
so oh my god, work for your money, work. Literally the whole time voguing down. Imagine so those are iconic. Yeah, I wish I was voguing. I was not voguing, but
dropping to the floor and everything.
And me and my friend were back to back across on stage.
That's so cute. I love that.
Yeah, it's iconic.
Yeah, I didn't get to do that, but it's okay.
But you didn't choose to. You just don't want to, right? Because you just don't want to go to
the small one. Well, because it was in where they had where J we would perform. It wasn't even at the J school. It was in the Rights, and it was like basically where we perform. Yeah, basically. Oh. And I'm like, why am I gonna walk across this stage that I give like speeches on?
Yeah, that's weird.
That I perform on. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's where they used to be.
Yeah.
But then that 1 year they switched it up, and they hadn't done it in like 30 something years. Like, of course. It was like, you know, whatever. But I mean, it was cool. I got to like turn my tassel like on the football field. I mean, so I mean, fine. Like I haven't done that. But like,
whatever.
I didn't get my big screen moment. You know? Like, I guess that's what that is now.
It's true. It is.
This is my big screen moment.
Yeah. And it's cute to have a live stream after. But it's nerve-wracking walking across that stage.
Oh yeah, I bet. Because literally everybody's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would have done. Probably a whip because I'm just so awkward. Nay. My niece did that in like preschool, and so we have like little videos of her. She's like, "Watch me weep, watch me nay," and like it was just so adorable. I wonder if she remembers it. Now she's 13. She's 13, and I'm like, she'll know. She has braces. Like
kids are growing too fast.
I know. Literally, time flies so fast.
I feel one of my nephews. I just celebrated his 4th birthday, but every birthday is a reminder of the week I graduated, because he was literally born the week I graduated from college. Because I remember my cousin who was pregnant with him couldn't make it simply because she was due any day.
Yeah.
And so every time I see him age, I'm like, damn, I'm getting old.
Oh yeah.
That's how many years of adulthood post college I've had. 4 already. And every time I see him get older, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh no, I think about that a lot. Like a guy talks to me at the gym. and he was like, kind of like flirting with me. And he's like, oh, are you in school? And I'm like, in school? I was like, I graduated. And he's like, oh, really? You graduated? I was like, he was like, how long ago? I was like, oh, in 2018. He's like, oh, yeah, like his face just progressively kept getting like, ooh, like,
you old as fuck.
Like, damn, I mean, dusty, crusty, and musty, I bet.
He keeps backing up.
He's like 2018, like, ooh. And he eventually, he's like, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, like, how old are you? Yeah. And so I was like, oh, I mean, at that point I was 27. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I thought you were like 22. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Well, thanks. I got that youthful goal.
I know. And he's like, well, how old do you think I am? And I was like, oh, probably like in your 30s, right? Because I'm like, oh, he had confidence. He was talking to me very calmly and stuff like that. I was like, oh, like in your 30s. He's like, I'm like 25. And I was like, oh, that's so embarrassing.
My fault.
I was like, oh, like, it's like reverse. I was like, I thought you old as fuck. But I was like, because normally like guys that age, like in their like early 20s, mid 20s, are still not very confident. And they're like, I'll just text somebody or find them online versus like, I'm going to have a conversation with them in person.
Yeah.
He was a personal trainer. So it kind of made sense that he's a little bit more sociable.
I guess, yeah. But sometimes you just get a vibe from somebody if they're like older or younger.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I was like, oh my God. I offended.
Right? So insulting too. Like if you go so high.
I know. And I was trying to go, I went lower than what I thought.
You're like, I thought you were 50.
I mean, he looked like, it was just, first of all, he was black too, so it was kind of like, you know, black don't crack. So it was like, I'm gonna go a little bit older just in case.
I know you're probably younger. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I was out at a bar with a few friends like a few months ago, and there was this like short, like your traditional short Puerto Rican dude, right? Like probably like I think it was a Yankees hat or some hat, right? Or Giants hat, I don't remember. But he came up to us and he was talking to us and he's like, oh, how old are you? How old are you, right? And so the whole like, how old are you? How do you think I am, right? And then one of my friends had asked him like, how old are you? And he was like, how old do you think I am? Mind you, we're all looking down to him, right?
He was
like,
little.
He was little, right? I think short Puerto Rican man, right?
Yeah.
Little. One of my friends goes, 35? we all literally looked at her like, damn! Like he looked probably in his 30s, but like he had a young essence to him. So I was like, maybe in his 20s still. He was 25.
Oh shit.
Yeah, same thing as you. 25. And I literally was like, oh.
Yeah, I had to like catch myself. I'm like, it's your aura. Like, it's your aura. You give
that
very confident energy that I thought you were older.
Hard to come back from.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, like, what do you do when you just insult somebody?
Right, like openly to their face. You look 10 years older than you
look old as fuck.
Sorry.
Like, se mira bien acabado. Like, you know, you're like, oh, bro, you look tired. Like, life ran through
those
you.
wrinkles, huh? That's literally what you're telling me.
No, I mean, and I've seen people say, like, the older you get, the reason why people look older than they are is because they've just kind of had a lot of life sucked out of them. And so that's why whenever you see people who feel younger, it's because they still have that joy, that happiness, that like lust for life. But older people oftentimes are like, I hate my life. I have so many bills to pay, you know, my kids and life is piling up.
Stress on top of them, right? And it shows in their face. It shows in the way they're treating themselves. It shows in them not taking care of their skin.
Their habits.
Yeah, that's a big point too. And you have to actively choose, like we were talking about yesterday, like choose to continue taking care of yourself, right? Like when you have kids, like I don't have kids, but I'm assuming, and from seeing my cousin go through it right now, she's actively making time every day to make sure she's prioritizing herself. And what's important to her is her skincare routine, right? She's like, I can't skip every day simply because I gotta wake up with the ass crack of dawn to take care of these kids.
Yeah.
You know? She's like, I gotta find time for at least 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Day,
find time for it because
it's hard though. I get it. Like people have busy lives and busy things, but I'm so firm in the belief that you have to make a conscious choice to do the things you need to do and to have the emotions you want to have, right?
Yeah.
Like we talked a lot yesterday just about how I believe like joy is a choice, right? You have to seek joy constantly. If you let life continue to like beat you down, you're gonna, you know, fold into it, right? You're gonna give in, succumb to it. And I think that's my biggest learning like this last year.
For sure.
You know, like you have to choose. Like what also fucked me up was like love, right? Learning just when you're in love and say you're married for a good long time, right? When you get into the decades of being married, right? That's when love becomes an active choice, right? An active choice every day. You choose to wake up. You still care about this person, right? They're your friends. But also love isn't just like this feeling we get to just magically have all of the time. In 20 years, you're going to wake up pissed next to someone and be like, actually, you're my husband and I love the fuck out of you. And I'm going to choose today to love you as hard as I can. Even when you pissed me off last night, you know, but we chose this, we're committing to this together, you know, that learning that has been like a big fuck me up real good.
Yeah,
the love cuss as much. I'm sorry.
I do all the time. I mean, I feel like I definitely feel like love evolves. I feel like at first it's very much so like people describe it as like a drug.
Yeah.
I just want to hang out with you, just want to be with you and whatever. And then like slowly the layers start to peel off of that, like you're so perfect and you're this, and then you start to really like because you ignore a lot of things. You're like, oh, like why do they chew like that? You know, and then after like 20 years, you're like, why the fuck do you still chew like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the small things you gotta, in the beginning, be like, okay, am I okay with this for the rest of my life?
I know. And I mean, and people change, like people do. And even now, like I see my parents and they're still learning things about each other and I'm still learning things about them. Like I recently learned that my dad welded when he was younger. I literally had no idea he had ever done that. Or like, I'll ask them about like their middle school crushes or stuff like that. And I'm like, I didn't know you like chocolate like that.
Okay.
You like some flavor.
You never told me that.
I didn't know that. I thought this was your one and only.
Right. As you get older, you find out more about
tasted the rainbow. Okay.
Right. Who are you? Like, Mom.
Like you lived a life before me.
Right.
That's crazy.
Mom. I can't. I don't like hearing about any of it. Like, Mom, stop.
Ew.
Because my mom's a Christian woman now. So I'm like, you don't tell me anything. You didn't party. No.
Yeah, you didn't drink
What do
before.
you mean? God.
You're 21. What the heck?
You smoked? No, I can't. Can you imagine my mom smoking? No.
My grandma has mentioned like wanting to smoke, and I'm like, I would love to see her like that. Just at some point in my life.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah. I feel like she'd get munchies. I feel like she'd be like just relaxed,
roasted, sitting there frying.
Yeah. But I feel like it would help her brain. I don't know why she wants, even now at her age, like why
her big age.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, like I couldn't even tell you how old she is.
One of your mints. When they want a mint.
Have her microdose. I microdose here and there. It'd be so funny. Yeah, I mean, you should tell somebody if they're gonna get something.
True.
I just drugged my grandma.
How's microdosing? How do you like microdosing?
It's really nice. It's very much so just like a it almost feels like a breath of fresh air. Or like a
literally.
Yeah, literally, like it's just like you just feel a little bit calmer versus like being like stupid high. Yeah. So or like now sometimes I'll have like the like drinks and it's so mild and it doesn't really last as long. So I do prefer the mint because it lasts longer. But I have realized, like, especially doing the artist way and stuff, because it doesn't necessarily tell you to be sober, but I have noticed that I've been doing a lot of things less and less. And I already didn't do it often. Like, I literally have a pack of mints that are like this big that I've had since November.
Oh, wow.
And so, like, I know that I already don't do stuff enough, or like, I know that it's not an addiction that I have, but it's just crazy that now what would happen like 1 to 3 times a week, you know, like over the weekend or whatever, is now like maybe like once every 2 weeks, you know, or a little bit
less frequent.
Yeah. No, yeah. I definitely find myself doing things a lot less, which is like interesting. And people would always talk about like being high on life. And I don't know if I'm high on life, but like I guess so.
All the time. Ironically and ironically. I'm just high on life, baby.
She says as she like drinks tequila.
Right, as I'm chugging, right?
High on life. Drunk on tequila.
Drunk on tequila, yes ma'am. Always high on life.
That could be a t-shirt.
They sell it like the souvenir stores. At the Disney $10 to the gift store.
Oh, I haven't been to Disney in so long.
I was gonna say the same, but I forgot I went 2 weeks ago.
I know, I was like, y'all were just like at Epcot or something.
But before that, I hadn't been in a while.
Yeah.
That's the reason we went. Well, aside from 2 of us, 2 of them had annual passes, but one of us wanted to because she had a pass already. And I was like, I live right by Disney. So I was like, this is going to be perfect. Yeah. And so we all went and we had a really good time. Inner child healed. Yeah.
I highly recommend for anybody who's never been to Disney to go to Disney.
Yes. And go to Hollywood Studios and do the glam bot. So much fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so much
y'all did do that.
Yeah.
That's one of my like goals in life. I just want to be like.
But then you'll blank when you get there. So to like, cause it's like constantly up. Have you ever been on the Tower of Terror?
No, because it's scary.
No, because I'm scared. Okay, so it is scary. Yeah. So it's literally the elevator drop up and down, up and down. So it goes all the way up and then it drops you all the way down and then up and down, back and forth. So at some point you have to remember. And it's dark too. Yes. Yeah. But the queue is like when the windows first finally open, or the doors finally open for the first time. That's how you know the camera's coming. I was trained by my friends. That's how you know the camera's coming and you have to be ready to
to strike a pose.
Yes, I was not ready at all, both times. I was so scared.
Okay, I was like, I feel like y'all did it multiple times because I saw
twice.
like several
Yeah,
footage.
it was hard both times for me. Some of my friends cleared, ate, served. I struggled.
You're like,
so I was like,
yeah. Oh my gosh. One time I was dating somebody and we went to Disney and we went on some roller coaster I'd never been on, or just the Aerosmith one.
Yes, that was Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, and so I'm literally like going upside down, and I'm not even kidding you. My face was like this, like literally like the Scream mask.
Mm-hmm.
He bought the picture. He was like,
he said he has it framed to this day.
$20, take my money. I would have paid $50 for it. Yeah, who knows where that picture is now?
Damn, you didn't get it back. Iconic one.
Dude, it was so bad.
There's one, I think actually for that roller coaster, because that's the one that shoots you out so fast.
It's so fast. It's fun.
Like it shoots you out, right?
Yeah.
That's it's been a minute since I've been on a roller coaster, so I totally should not have done this. I didn't get hurt, thankfully. But when we shut out, like I was like, the feeling was just so overwhelming in a good way. Like I love roller coasters, but I was like, ah. So my head was like this, but it's going so fast. So I was like this.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even realize that I did that though until the picture.
Oh.
So we see the picture and everybody's like, all three of them were like, and I'm sitting here like this, heads in a 90-degree angle.
And you're like, why my neck hurt?
My neck kind of tight. I don't know why though. See the pictures.
That's crazy.
Literally.
Well, because it doesn't tell you when. It's just like bright flash.
Exactly. You never know when the picture is.
Yeah.
Ever. Not that I would have been prepared otherwise.
Yeah.
The shootout is quick. Like I love when it shoots out quick. I love roller coasters. I had been on one in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't been on one in a while. I love the Slinky ride.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I didn't
one
get
of
to
my
do that
favorites.
one. It was outside.
It is outside.
And it was hot that day, so we didn't do it.
Oh, yeah. I bet, yeah. I haven't been in a while. And actually, my partner's never been. Yeah, he's never been. He's never been to Disney. Yeah,
all right, because he's not from Florida.
Yeah. So I'm like, he needs to
like,
go.
He's never been.
Like,
oh,
yeah, right. Like it's so normal for us. Yeah,
right. At least once in your life, like in Florida, or at least to drive by it.
Yeah, at least you've seen
Disney.
what Disney. Yeah, that is true. Because downtown
or Busch
Disney's
Gardens.
Free. Yeah,
Busch Gardens was always cheaper.
Universal.
Mm-hmm. I love roller coasters.
Yeah, I haven't been. Have you been to SeaWorld at all? Like,
I'm trying not to go to SeaWorld much anymore. I think I went when I was little. But the whole Work a Whale documentary, fucked me up real good.
That was actually like the documentary that got me into documentaries.
Really?
I used to watch it all the time.
Was it called Killer Whale, right? What was it called?
I think it was called Killer Whale.
That one fucked me up good.
Yeah. I'm like, how?
I would literally never go to SeaWorld again.
Yeah. So I haven't been. Yeah. I haven't been. But
even though I forget who owns them, but they're owned by another company that does
apparently Universal? Now they do like more research for animals, or
they're all lying us.
Yeah, I don't know.
Liars.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we are researching.
No.
Meanwhile, it was just
even scared
so
at Animal
weird.
Kingdom at Disney. Like I was scared that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thankfully they do have that, but like they don't even really have enclosures. I was like, this lion could jump across this pond and eat me.
Thing, right?
Like I'm like, holy fuck! Like I am in Africa right now.
Right. And we went to a bird show, and the birds literally flew over our heads. It was gorgeous. I cried.
Yeah, no, it's a circle of love.
Literally, like I was like, animals are so beautiful. This world is so precious. We need to save it. Cried. And I knew I was with the right people because other people were crying too.
Yeah.
I knew it was with the right friends.
You're like, that shit hit.
Yeah. Of course, it was like 2 goddamn vegans.
You're like, wow, life is worth living.
Animals are precious. This world is precious. Everything in that 5-minute show.
I know. You're like, life is great.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. The birds.
We gotta save the environment, or like where we can do what we can as people to
avoid single-use stuff like she does. She's really good at that.
Yeah.
I've learned from her. Literally, like reuse everything you can.
Yeah, I really try my best to.
Mm-hmm. I've also tried to thrift more this year.
I love thrifting.
I've given myself the hard no of buying new. Like if I'm on thrift, at least if it has to be on Depop, even thrift on Depop, right? That's still somebody's. Find something cheap on Depop. You know? Anything except buying new. I'm trying my best. It's a hard habit to break. But.
Oh yeah, it is, because we're just so trained to like, I'm gonna just buy something.
Exactly, but it comes back to the conscious choice thing, right? Like you have to make the conscious choice to be better every day. I think, and anyway, everything's a conscious choice. Waking up to go to the gym, you don't want to do it the first day you do it, right? Like, but it's a conscious choice. You don't want to suck. Nobody wants to suck in the beginning, right? You don't want to go to these. I go to Pilates classes. Nobody wants to suck at Pilates the first time you do it.
Yeah,
how are you gonna get good though? Like.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to make the choice to be better every day, I think.
No, very true. So we're about to leave to go to the Chicago River Architecture Boat Tour. She's never been.
Because I'm a tourist.
Yeah. And
I have to go see it.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I've done it a couple times.
Oh my god. Is that the one where the poop fell on people?
I didn't see
Do you know that story?
No,
there was like a tour bus passing by over a bridge. I think this was in Chicago. Chat, let me know if I'm wrong. There was a tour bus passing by, and their trash or their poop chute, everything was holding their poop and pee, fell onto the boat moving under the bridge, and there's like an entire boat of people that literally had experienced shit being poured onto them.
What the
You never heard about this?
No.
I'm like so confident it might be the Chicago boat tour.
Why would you tell me that right
Sorry.
now? Now we gotta take umbrellas. Just in case.
Anyways, that's where we're going.
We're gonna go get pooped and peed on.
You can look it up right after this. I promise. It's
Oh,
the most insane story.
I have never heard of that.
But that's where we're going.
Yeah, we're gonna go have some fun. Yes. And then
hope you enjoyed our yaps.
Yeah.
We talk about nothing and everything all at
once. That should be another movie.
Yeah.
A spinoff.
Yeah.
Nothing and everything all at once.
The parody.
That'd actually be great.
Right.
Be hilarious. And then I just want to thank you so much for joining us. Are there any messages you want to share with the world?
One thing I took away from my work conference this week was leave the world a little bit better than you found it. I think that's super important. Yeah, it stuck with me.
Yeah,
my CEO said that, and she's actually like a normal human being, and I thought that was great. So try every day to try and do something a little better than the day before, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do. And make yourself happy. Make the active choice to be happy, too. Don't wait for happiness to find you. Choose to be it.
I love that.
I can keep going. No, I'm kidding.
Walt Disney herself. I'm just kidding. We unfroze her body. Because that's real, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye. Yay! I think I'll be good. Okay.
Gen Z heart.
I know.
Right.
I'm like.
Put your heart down. Is it already recording?
Yeah, I'm already started. Okay. So we are actually
Wait,
heading
can you do it
off. I mean, I can just cut this out.
Me too.
Marker. So we are actually okay.
Glambot. Glambot.
There you go. We are getting ready. We are getting ready. Bitch, we are ready.
We are getting ready right now.
We're getting ready. We're getting ready right now.
See how hard it is?
It is